Way. Brazil on the right side of your screen. They're taking on China in the red on the left. And how about that? An ace serve right off the bat.
I think they're just going to serve tough.
We'll see how it plays out. Brazil side, the 2-2 opposite.
Yeah, and expect a lot of sets to come to the right side of the court.
Alan looking to go again. Takes a little something off it, but now he's just moving players around. Free ball coming back for Brazil. Cachopa taking a look through, and he goes back to Alan behind, but there is the big solid block that China was showing us yesterday.
Oh, they are very So it doesn't matter if you're one-on-one. Look at the hitter pick up Alan. Look at the attacker. That's the key.
And it's wild because Cachopa is such a different style of setter than someone like Gianelli, who you'll see him grab a one-handed really high.
Yes.
Cachopa's kind of working his lower angles really well.
Yes. On the other side, we'll take a look at this. One-handed play, beautifully placed. Gets that split in the block. How about it? Setter for setter here.
Yeah, Wong showing us a little bit of his. Rockwell in the booth with us, former setter. Key Michael, former middle, so you'll hear his chat. Solid swing. That's good cover by China. Going again down the line and just painting it is Wen Zihua.
Clean on the line before, and now that was just perfectly placed. A nice recycle into the block, better shot. And hits it out of bounds.
China coming in, 3-point run. Back to Flavio, he turns it, that's Doug. Here comes Zihua. Defended. Chance again, it's a tight, 3 blockers are up and denying the attack.
Else with a clean swing one-on-one.
Flavio goes short to the outside, a ripper for Bin, but it is denied again. Now it's the Brazilian block.
You have it, and then Alan shows up like he starts.
Brazil at 23-20. Oh, what a scoop. Pipe is flying in from the backcourt. China working on a couple of things here.
I like it. All 3 blockers for Brazil really in the center of the court. They're still able to find some space.
For him. They didn't bite with the middle. Down by 2. Here comes the middle of Brazil. That's dug well. Quick little push. Bergman into hands and out of bounds, and he manages to matrix out of the way.
Outside on the Chinese side, trying to just throw it down, but that ball dug up, and a super fast bump set.
Darlan stays in. Mateos in the backcourt. Pushes it out to Darlan, and he has his first swing, and his first point of the match is a good one. That gets Brazil over the line at 25-22 over China in the first set.
Around offensively. Now, Brazil got their number a couple of times, but they were stressing the block. When they were able to pass well, they had some different zones out of the back row. They mixed it up between the middle and then the back row to try and get Brazil to hold and really isolate some things. So they're doing some creative things offensively, but Brazil just a little too strong right now. When they're one-on-one on the outside, they weren't setting a lot on the outside because they were getting stuffed. So it limits what they're able to do. So they have to be very creative.
Set number 2. China's still wearing the red jersey. Brazil still wearing the yellow. No changes there. And no changes from Honorato, taking big rips when he wants to. Honorato clips the tape this time. That ball flung back and sent home. Lucas Bergman saying absolutely not today.
One-on-one, taking away the meat of the court. That's a nice move.
Goes for another serve. That time does not pay off. And why would Flavio be playing in the middle back?
Depends on where they're attacking, and he's long too. He's got a lot of range, so maybe.
Alan in his 5th VNL. Part of the squad from Brazil that won gold in 2021. Solid blocking. There's the tip. Ball stays alive. Back again and just out. That's a heap of power.
That you need and have. Smart play, Good coverage there on the side of China. And there's the blast, as hard as he can.
Bergman on the line. Takes some heat off it. Well handled by Chu Yongshai. Alan unloads and he hits. That's not even on the line. That's just fully in all day long.
Communication on the side of Brazil set all of that up.
12-17. Michael. Acrobatic from the libero of Brazil.
He has the best moves. Every single touch has to be smart and clean. It's hard. It's hard to play against this Brazilian team anyway. They have to be super smart.
That is a smart block, and that is Yang Chen at his very best. 19-14. Kashopa looks for the sideline. Ball in play behind to Zihua. That's Doug, kept in play. Bergman brings it back. It's a high swing for Honorato. And he gets it done off the hands and off the antenna as well. Yeah. I mean, there are just so many weapons coming at you when you play these boys in yellow. Into the hands, Alan denying it. And 9 of them. Goes again, this time handled. Trying to respond, a touch, and Maike says, I'm not done yet. China to stay in it, the block. Oh, that is, what a fight by Brazil. You wanted Brazil to get that point after Maike fights like that.
I know, but how about China coming back, not slowing down? Maike shaking his knee a little bit. Just has to be consistent.
Yep, story of the life of a volleyball coach. Set point for Brazil, it's done, and I love that it goes to Arthur, who hasn't had a whole lot of chance to show what he's got, but Brazil are so deep. Set number 3, here we go. Honorato from the end line with his transitional serve. Tip on Bergman, doesn't get him out of the offense though. Does make it difficult for him to swing though.
It does indeed.
The thought in their head that they've already won.
Right.
Seen some good things from China. Honorato. Honorato goes into the net, but called a touch on the block, so Brazil able to keep playing it, but did he interfere?
I mean, it looks like he's, you know, it's a piggyback ride. I would say there's some interference
a little bit.
That would be my interpretation. I am no referee, but yes.
Zihua was the best opposite of the Chinese league this season. How about an ace serve for China? We've been waiting for it. Get one in there, Wang Bin.
Apparently.
Solid serve down the line. Darlan goes into hands, but he is so strong.
Liang Chen, who left with a little bit of a tweaked back in the last set.
Darlan, so much range.
Smarts coming from these outside hitters of Brazil.
Pressure from China, go into the block. Backcourt attack. Substitution again, Hevin Wang for China. There's Lucas Bergman. He went a little quiet there for a while.
He did.
That's his first point of this set. 15-17. Brazil trying to stay close here, but China keep going point for point. They keep widening the gap. He's been a solid part of the offense, top scorer with 15 points for his side. Brings a top spin in. Oh, he gets Honorato on the floor. Alan, deep on the hands, might have been going out.
So there's some of that as well that we don't even see on the stat sheet when they're serving with a lot of pressure. Oh, whew.
That's the way they've been playing.
No.
Yesterday against the USA, going 5 sets. Now potentially forcing a 4th set from Brazil. Not with Flavio playing like that, though. They're on a... It's set point, and it's an ace serve, Brazil. Adriano coming in to save the day.